Hey guys, if there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I'm a huge Philadelphia Eagles fan. I think they are the finest professional sports team to ever play any sport. Frankly, if you're a fan of a different team, it's probably due to bad parenting. And I've always dreamed of going to a live game at the Link to watch my beloved Eagles. Unfortunately, that costs more than a little bit of money. And to be frank, my friends and I spend more than a little bit of money on this during the season. We get beer for the games. We get shots to take when the Eagles score touchdowns, so thankfully not too many of those. But I had this idea. What if I took the money that I usually spend on putting whiskey into my shot glass, and instead of using that money to put whiskey in my shot glass, what if I use my shot glass to cover that money so that I don't have to worry about spending it because it's protected and it's not in my reach? I told this to my friend Dave, that I was planning to save money for the game this way. You know what he said to me? He said, Sully, it is what it is. If you want to spend that money on booze, then probably that's what you're going to spend it on. And he turned out to be right. I did spend some of my money on booze. I was not dissuaded, though. I really wanted to see my Eagles play live. So I decided I would try one more time. I would take the money that I usually spend on liquor and I would put it underneath my Eagles glass so that I wouldn't be tempted to spend it. I told my friend Bernie about this. I said, Bernie, is this going to work? Am I going to be able to save money? He said, Sully, it might work. It just might. But it turns out that it didn't work. I ended up spending money on booze anyway that week. I was really starting to get despondent. I wanted so badly to see my Eagles play live. I decided to give it one more try. I decided I would take my glasses, cover up the money so that I wouldn't be tempted to spend it. And I asked my friend Scott about it. I said, Scott, do you think this method's going to work for me to save money? Scott didn't really say anything. He was at a soccer game at the time, so he wasn't able to give much input. So, clearly the shot glass technique was not working. So I had an idea. I said, instead of using a shot glass to try and protect my money, why don't I just be a man and protect it myself, right? Why don't I just grab it in my hands, okay, and keep my hands tightly closed and apart. I wouldn't let them come closer together. I'd let them go further apart. They could go forward. They could come backward. But I wouldn't let them get closer together because I did not want any chance. Yeah, it happened again. I ended up spending all my money on drink. You know, it was an interesting saving technique to try to get it right. I asked my friend Kerry about this, who's very good with money, and he said that the problem is I just need to have a Jack and Coke and relax. And as always, Kerry was right. Thanks for watching. I hope you'll subscribe, and go Eagles.